Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and today we're going to make an ice cream cone zipper pull. So for this project, I'm using for the cone this little thing right here, which I do believe it is something you put on the end of cording when you're making a necklace. The cord goes through here, and somehow you attach the clasp and all. I've not ever used them for that. Somebody gave these to me a long time ago, and they've just been sitting in my stash, and I thought they'd make the perfect ice cream cone. So we got that, and then I have this little bead here that's just going to fit on the top. So depending on the size of your little cone here will determine what size bead you need. I believe this is a 6mm bead. And then I have one of these flower beads. I've actually used these to make jellyfish earrings, flower earrings, and it's just going to set on the top there. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, flower earrings. That's what I'm talking about, something like that. And then I have a little bead cap that matches my ice cream cone. And of course I have this tiny little bead here for the cherry on top. Now in addition to this, of course, I'm going to need wire cutters, flat nose pliers, round nose pliers. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to need some type of a head pin and a lobster claw clasp. By the way, I just looked that up. They're called a cord cap. So I'm sort of mixing my metals here. I'm going to use a gold tone lobster claw. I want to make sure it opens up. And then I'm going to also use this gold tone 20 gauge aluminum craft wire. And we're going to make our own head pin. And I've done this on several occasions. And I just like the way this looks. So let me grab a ruler here because we're going to need about 3 inches of the wire. And then I'm going to use my round nose pliers to wrap like a double loop. So I'm going to go around twice. Okay. And then once I'm going around twice, I just pull that up like this. So it kind of looks like we have a putter, little golf club there. And then, see the hole? I'm going to put this inside that hole. And then just grab it and pull it. And so that makes a knot. So then I'm going to put the ice cream cone on here. And eventually this bright gold they tend to tarnish. So I kind of want it to because I want it to match this. All right, so I got the cone on there. And then the bead on the top. And the topping, and you really can't see the bead that much. You can see it a little bit. And then we're going to put some more topping on, and of course we have to have the cherry on top. That's the best part. I love cherries. Are you a cherry person? Do you like cherries on the top of your ice cream? Oh please, I hope this is going to fit on there. Okay, I'm going to trim this a little bit. It was kind of bent and hard to get that in there. Oh, please fit. I may have to go digging around for something that's got a bigger hole. Hang on. All right, I found something that fit. I wanted it to be a little brighter red, but that's okay. We got a little crystal there. Doesn't that look like a yummy ice cream cone? All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap a loop, and put this guy on there. And I'm trying to decide if I want to have a jump ring on it or not. I think I might. So hang on. And I'll tell you what the difference is here in just a second. I have my jump rings. So basically what we're going to do is wrap a loop. And I'm going to use all of this. I kind of want a little messy wrap. If you don't want a messy wrap and just want to go around a couple of times in a neat fashion, you can. But I'm just going to go around here in a messy way, maybe. Kind of wish I had a little bit more wire, but that's okay. It'll kind of give it the feel of, I don't know, maybe some whipped cream, although the cherry goes on top of the whipped cream. So anyway, there's that. Now we got to put our lobster on there. Now I could have put the lobster right on that loop, but with a jump ring, it makes it dangle a lot more, and I want this to dangle. I'm actually making this for a specific reason, and I'll tell you here in just a minute. So I'm going to put that there, put that there, and close her up like that, and we're done with our zipper pull. Doesn't that look yummy? All right, let me go put it on the item that this is for. And there it is. I'm using it as a little decoration on my doll that I made as a mini me for my very first dance recital back in probably 62-ish. And here she is in her little dance costume with her little ice cream decoration and her tap shoes. By the way, I do have a video all about what this is, and I kind of show how I made this dress a little bit. It's not a tutorial. Whoops, see, still got all this mess I got to clean up. But anyway, this was a really fun project. These little zipper pulls, you could turn them into earrings. They would make really fun earrings. You could put them on a bag. You could put them, you know, maybe hanging on your purse. I'm using it as a decoration for my doll. It's just endless what you could do with them, and they're really fun. Thanks for joining me. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.